Yeah, but when you're on the show, I have to blog. Which is with a video.
Right.
I have to tweet, and I have to do all kinds of things.
So what kind of phone do you use?
What kind of what?
Phone.
Phone is a BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, I definitely like BlackBerry. It's just easier to use.
Okay.
Although a lot of my friends say that the iPhone is pretty easy, okay, but I like
But it's small.
Yeah, exactly. They are very small. They really are. They're finding out that, we spend so much on running sneakers, they're very expensive, and that they're doing more harm than good to our bodies.
Yeah.
That actually, knocking our knees out of place. And the way they know this is studying the indigenous peoples from Mexico that grow up doing 100-mile race every year to prove their manhood, and they run barefoot. Barefoot running for 100 miles, and they're fine. Their bodies are fine. So now they're developing all those sneakers that just have thin.
Yes. They got the marking there.
Yeah, exactly. I still like my Nike, so I won't be trading them in anytime.
Samantha, just a quick question. I'm from Emmagem.com. We're an online magazine.
Okay.
Can I just ask, how do you prepare for your shows? It seems like it's very hectic and very taxing, but you're always so cheerful and vibrant. How do you prepare?
There's a team of people with me, and so there are directors, there's a producer, I have a stylist, so I always look good. She travels with me.
Okay.
My hair is alright.
The perks of the job, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Is she here?
Sorry?
Is she here?
No, she's not. No, she's American. So they hire people here when I travel.
You look very good.
Yeah, cool. But so we do a lot of research, and we have to get permits to be everywhere, and there's a tremendous amount of work that does from the production team, so that when we get here, we just shoot what really happens. We don't have to contrive it. We don't have to, okay, you stand here, you stand here. It's just go. But it's an amazing amount of research to get us to that point.
Right. And how did you get a job? I mean, sorry, you don't mean you're right. So that he got a job because he was on the toilet, sitting on the toilet bowl, and he was just, he found out, and then he just sent you the video, and then he got a job. So how was the interview?
He sat on the toilet bowl.
Yeah, and he just filmed himself or something like that. And then he sent it in, and they thought he was pretty funny. What's your story? He is very funny.
I was in New York City pursuing acting.
Right.
And people had seen me do commercials, and they thought I had a good personality that might be good for hosting a show. But I had never traveled before, and I had never been a host, and so I just decided that I got the job. But the funny story behind this is I almost didn't get the job because I had to audition down in Florida, and I was in New York at the time, and they had me on this impossible to make connecting flight, and I missed it the first time. I missed the flight connecting flight, and so Travel Channel said, we need to see her. She has to, we need to see her in a few days. If we don't, she doesn't get the job. And so they put me on the exact same flight. And this time when I landed to make the connecting flight, I had 5 minutes to make the next flight. So I booked it. I ran. And I get to the gate, and I say, is that the flight to Jacksonville, Florida? And the woman says, yes, but I already called final booking, a good 5 minutes ago, but see if they'll let you on. So I went down the tarmac, and it was just one of those 15-seater planes. And so it was on the actual, tarmac that you have to walk upstairs to get into. It's a really small plane. And so a man stops me. Where do you think you're going? I'm like, is that the flight to Jacksonville? And he said, yeah, but I've already called it. No one gets on the flight. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I've been waiting on tables for 8 years, and I really think I can get this job. I really need to be on that flight. So he said, the only person who can overrule my decision is the pilot. I'll talk to him. So I saw him go on, up into the plane, into the cockpit, and lean down, and I picked up my bag, and I ran, and I put myself in front of the nose of the plane under it, and I just went, please!
Oh, your bag.
I was down on me, and
that was a good one.
I got the job. So I knew I had the job before I even auditioned.
Wow, that's an awesome story.
Put yourself in front of a